that most personal trainers and fitness professionals and of course consumers are actually doing the lunge in a harmful and incorrect way. Let me demonstrate. Typically, in every gym, in every fitness magazine, in every video that you watch, people are doing lunges like this, right? Upper body is upright, they lunge down, maybe they're holding weights, maybe they're pulling and pushing on things. But if you notice, in life, if you had to actually lunge for a reason, right, maybe that's picking something up from the floor, right? So if I were to get, let's say, this handle from the floor, if you notice, I can't reach it like this. I have to bend forward like this to pick it up. In sports, right, if you're ever running and you're stopping to change direction, you don't stop like this, right? In fact, if you look at the studies, if you have your body too upright and you plan to stop, that's how you tear your ACL ligament. Proper stopping requires your body to get into this position to load the hip. I'll switch legs to load this hip so you can push away and change direction. But yet, how come in the fitness industry, every video, magazine, picture that you see, they're lunging like this? I won't get into why, that's my soapbox, but in this video we're going to talk about how do we correct it, right? How do we correct it so it's better for you, and what are the consequences of lunging like this, in the gym? And so one of the things that your body is designed to do is to move naturally. When you lunge like this, because my chest and my body weight is more forward, my center of mass, right, the average center of my body, when you're here, it's basically down through here. As I go forward, my center of mass is moving forward, and it has some very therapeutic effects, right? What it does is as I go forward like this, my hip muscles, just so you can see on this side, these glute, hip, hamstring muscles start to kick in, whereas when I'm here, they start to shut down, right? Here, they kick in more. And the difference of that is your knee health. When you lunge like this, because this overworks, the quads overwork, and these underwork, your knee joint, which is supposed to just pivot, it actually slides. Your knee joint wants to slide. And so what's the consequence of that? Well, with every single lunge rep that you do like this, your knee does and can and will slide a little bit inside. Well, what does that do? The friction in your knee from every repetition is causing accelerated arthritis. It's basically breaking your knee down. Whereas if you lunge like this, the knee just pivots, right? Because you have more even activation between your hamstrings and your quads. Imagine a tug of war. Your hamstrings on one side, your quads on the other side, and ideally you want it to tie. You don't want that knot to move. If the knot moves because one team wins, such as the quads, your knee joint will slide, right? And that sliding creates more friction, which creates more joint damage and arthritis. And so I highly encourage you, if you are a fitness professional watching this, revamping, deepening your understanding of biomechanics, and having your clients lunge like this, whether they're holding something. I kind of like this motion because it's a regular motor pattern that's a little bit deeper in neuroscience. But that way of lunging is just better for your knee. It's the proper motor pattern. This is a very improper motor pattern because in life you can't get to things like this, right? You're gonna have to kind of reach forward anyway. When you run and stop, you're supposed to do this, right? Just Google ACL injury prevention programs and research. You'll see most girls plant and lean back when they try to stop. That's why their knee blows out. It's the same effect. The knee slides too much and it goes so far that it rips the ACL, right? So I hope you found this video helpful. It's my passion to be able to help personal trainers all over the world understand just better mechanics so you can train your clients so they can get better results and you can do what you love to do, which is to help people.